Jimmy must be really pleased with that performance, particularly the second half, which I think the neutral would say we were the better side.
Yeah, I think it's a game of two halves. I had a big frustration at half time, not because there was miles better than us, they were better than us, but not because there was miles and miles better than us, just because we weren't doing the stuff that we've been told to do. The distances weren't close enough, we weren't transitioning hard enough, we weren't picking up second balls. I thought Telford had a decent hold of the game without creating loads and loads of chances. There was a top block in the box from Laura, I think. But that was of our own making. We had to defend that better in the first phase. And the goal, Robbo's got to probably stop the cross coming in, and after the cross comes in, he's chested it. And what a finish by the lad, to be fair. But can you let him do that? I don't think you can. Not in a game of this magnitude. And then we reacted really well after the goal for 10-15 minutes. Dion probably should have scored. He had a one-on-one. Probably the best chance of the game. Keeper made a great save. And then now we're in the Cenci. We needed half-time more than them. Like you say, we come out second half. A little bit tit for tat. And, we went for a little bit, made a triple substitution. And, I think from that point on, we was really dominant.
Yeah, I think, like you say, the triple substitution seemed to be a bit of a tide turn as well. I think as soon as the three lads come on, we took hold of the game and looked the more dangerous side, certainly going forward.
I just thought we looked like we had our heels in the ground a little bit. We had quality when we had the ball. We had our heels in the ground a little bit. We weren't getting enough pressure on the ball. And that's what we was trying to do with the impact. Obviously Jack's been outstanding for us the last 3 games. We can't get away from that. But I think maybe the crowd's, he's got in his head a little bit today. And, Joe's come on and really impacted well there. Manny's given us some legs and energy. Bart's got hold of the ball. I thought he stopped coming back a little bit. And obviously it's a freshness. We're bringing on a 25-year-old and a 20-year-old and a 22-year-old. There was a freshness about us. And like I say, we probably should have nicked one at the end there. I'd be intrigued to see if the goal we scored was offside. I've been told by the players we had on that it wasn't. It looked like it was from where I was, but obviously I never had the angle. So I'd be intrigued to know about that. And it was a good game. Two good teams. I think you see both teams wanted to win. But the reaction from half time, it shows how much these boys care. And I'm pretty proud of that, to be fair.
Yeah, like I say, you must be proud, because I think you walk into this ground and the surroundings and 1,400 people in the ground. It must be good for you to know as a manager that your teams can come here and not only compete but be a little bit aggrieved you probably didn't get the 3 points.
Yeah, I think these are lost at home here this year. They're 11 unbeaten. Kev's a good manager. These are a good team. They're sharp, they're young, they're first, second play football. They've got a big crowd behind them for this level. What I can accept is the few who haven't played in front of a crowd like this, or not many times. I get why they might have the heels in the ground a little bit. It might take them a little while to get into it. But the ones who have played 200, 300, 400 league games, whatever it is, 20 league games, have done this before. They need to show that experience. We had 3 30-somethings in the back four, the keeper's 30-something. We had 3 30-somethings in midfield and 1 up top. We needed to show that experience a little bit more. I don't think we did. First half. So overall, really happy. Like I say, both teams would have wanted to have won. It would have been a big win for either side. Game of 2 halves. Probably take a point. 4 left. Let's see where it takes us.
Yeah, I think you said all along, or you said certainly for the last few games, it's going to be close. It's going to be a bit of an ask for us to do anything over and above what we can. But every team above us drew, bar Kettering, so it's still on. And 𝗲𝗲𝗬𝗏 at home, which isn't going to be easy, but it's at home. So it's an opportunity to do what you need to do.
𝗲𝗲𝗬𝗏 at home, and you've got Sudbury fighting for their life, so you've got Stamford. And then you finish right at Barwell, who's fighting for their life. So really, 𝗲𝗲𝗬𝗏's been on a really good run. And the other 3 have got something to play for, which is what you don't want. But 𝗲𝗲𝗬𝗏, and like I say, I think we're in a good moment. I think that's 7 games, we've won 5, drew 1 and lost 1. Let's look forward, 1 game at a time. Let's have it.
Yeah, and I suppose, like you say, we're asking all the fans to do exactly what the squad have showed they're doing today, rolling their sleeves up, having a go and not stopping until there's absolutely nothing to play for.
They're fantastic, mate. You know, I probably had 1,300 one side of me and probably 50 the other side, and I could hear our lot as much as I could hear them. You know, they didn't stop all game, and you know, you walk over at the end, you can see they're proud. There's fans of all ages there as well. There's youngsters, there's middle-aged like Andrew, that's what he'd say, and there's you know, there's some oldies there as well. So look, you know, we appreciate them coming all this way. It was a long drive for us, so it certainly was for them. I hope you see you got a team here that's fighting. You know, we're fighting till the death. We're giving everything we've got. You know, let's stick with it.